Today we're at downtown Morristown, and we're just going to take a walk through the downtown area and show you what we see. It's got full of beautiful architecture, and we're excited to visit here. Come with us. First stop, Backstage Yes Coffee Shop. Come on with us.
Backstage Brews, pretty really cool place. Not just pretty cool, really cool place. Not only could you get coffee there, tea, they had iced coffee and hot coffee, lattes, cappuccinos, pretty much you name it. But they had a lot of oddities, which I know a lot of people are into now. We actually have a couple kids that are into oddities, and a daughter-in-law that's really into oddities. Unfortunately, this is Totally Studios isn't open, so we'll just try to give you a little peek because it looks like a pretty cool place. Unfortunately, Pastimes Arcade isn't open either, but this looks really awesome also. This is almost like one of those deals where we're gonna just have to come back and hit these places on another day when they are open. What do you think? Huh? Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna head into this little store called This and That. Looks like it's got a lot of things right down our aisle. These are good smelling candles. So the Country Boutique, really cool. I liked it just because they had food there, and they also had candles. And my wife liked, of course, all the decor. The woman behind the counter was super friendly, and I wish I would have caught her name, but at any rate, we'll be back. So we were informed that Morristown has a over-under sidewalk, which is one of the only places, I guess, in the world that actually has this, which is kind of cool. So you can see the sidewalk down there, and then the sidewalk up here. Which that's pretty cool. And of course, no double-decker street.
You can get an idea of actually how cool this is. And there's Steph-N-Lee down there. She'll try to ignore us. And she's gonna go in that store, so I guess we better get down there and also go in. So while I show these pictures of our travels today in Morristown, I wanted to share more information on that double-decker sidewalk. It's, I mean, really cool. I guess it's also known as a skywalk. From what we understand, it's the only one in America. Apparently, it's a little more popular in Europe. But anyway, a little history on it. In efforts to revitalize their downtown area in 1969, city development planned to build the overhead sidewalks, also known by locals as under-over, that would turn the second floors of buildings into second streets and provide shelter over the original sidewalk. And an interesting, diverse group of local merchants and boutique owners have set up shop in this area. It's convenient to 81. So, you know, if you're traveling, say, to Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, the Smoky Mountain National Park, and, you know, living on a budget, which is more important nowadays, I guess, than any time, you know, and you want to stop off at some really cool shops that are a lot cheaper than the ones you would find in Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge, this is definitely a great place to stop. All right, folks, well, that concludes our trip around Morristown. I hope you enjoyed the ride. Everybody, of course, is super nice here in Morristown. All the businesses were great. Unfortunately, not everybody was open, so we'll probably have to do this again at some time. We'll see you then. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Subscribing helps us probably more than anything. And
we'll show you our haul when we get home.
Yeah, and we'll show you more later. Bye.
Hey, welcome back to have a Steph-N-Lee day. We had a wonderful day today in Morristown, and we visited a bunch of small businesses, and it was a hopping day for a Tuesday. One of the first businesses that we ventured into was more like a head shop, coffee shop. It was called Backstage Gifts, Coffee, and Cafe. And I did get a vanilla latte. And you know, you gotta have your fancy coffee when you're doing your fancy boutiquing. So that was a lot of fun. But it's definitely a head shop. It was cool though. And then we went to a bunch of little places along the way. One of the places was called Country Boutique, where they have like refurbished furniture, and they also have penny old-timey candy, and I'm sure it's a heck of a stop for kids after school, because they could afford all the little candy sticks and like lollipops, and you know, 2 for $1 or whatever, little chocolates. It was super cute, displayed really beautifully, boutique style. And we had to get some marmalade for my Paddington Bear husband, and we also wound up going to 2 like mini antique malls, and a couple thrift stores, and vintage clothing. But the 2 antique malls was a lot of fun. There's a lot of eye candy in there, and I'm solely looking for items to push home the theme of a log house, log cabin in the library when we go to get that done. So we absolutely found some themed items that we will be using in our office library area. And we found this tree. Of course, it is half off, and so we wound up paying $30 for a tree prop, Christmas tree. And you know, I've got one just like it that I keep out all year round. Well, this one will join his brothership in the library. So I've got pine trees all throughout the house. Now I've got one for every room, of course, as you do. And then another antique mall that we went to, I think that one was called Cooper's Variety Mall. And we went to another one called Old Town Variety. So they were like 3 doors away from each other, but each boutique had its own personality. That's what made it like super fun. It was not too crowded, not too crammed with anything. It was just really pleasant shopping. It was very unique. So it's like a double-decker town square, kind of. There's parking on the street, 2-hour parking for free. But it had like a covered sidewalk that was like a second story, had a ramp up to the second story of the outside. I've never seen anything like it. And we got some perspective with the camera from the second story down onto the street that we were on. It was super cute, super unique. We wound up going to my favorite place called Restoration Station, Vintage Restoration Station. And we found some more little objects. This little guy, right? Cute, super cute. And he was $12. And then, of course, these stackable storage containers, this salt box. You can't beat. These are quality salt box storage containers. They look super primitive. They're really quality made, and I paid $25 for them in there. What? So Lee doesn't understand what my use is going to be for these guys, but this is where all our little mini notepads or stickies, all our whiteout, all the pens and markers that we use, scissors, awkward things when we don't have drawers, they're all going in these storage bins I just got. That's storage for $25. That is how we roll. That's what we're going to do with it, honey. And I didn't know if I mentioned, but they had a whole bunch of these jams, jellies, honeys, incense, potpourri, everything that you would find like at a farmer's market in that sweet little country store. And this is only $4.99. You know, I don't think you can get off the shelf at a grocery store marmalade for $4.99. So, and it's made local and it's peddled local. So, you know, we really had a rewarding day today, and it was beautiful weather, and it was so nice to see the little town of Morristown hopping and people thriving in their small businesses. And thank you for coming along with us today.